dude, it's mad weird to talk with earbuds in and noise canceling. And I'm just gonna say, this might be the dumbest video. I don't know. This is a toss-up video right here. All right. In my last video, I talked about how I mix on headphones and how I've secretly been mixing on headphones for a really long time. So many of you came out and you were like, dude, I didn't want to tell anyone either. I've been doing this. And it started a bunch of conversations. And then a couple of those conversations were like, hey, do you ever test mix things on like earbuds and car test? And I've kind of long gotten away from that. And it's like, I didn't. So I thought to myself, like, wow, like, you know, a lot of people just listen to music on their earbuds, especially in North America, right? Like they come with your iPhone. And if you're like me and you recently got these AirPod Pros, by the way, these are sick. They're good. I've been listening to all kinds of stuff on them. And just from like a pleasurable experience, convenience, all that. Very nice. So yeah, I got this crazy, wild idea to see, this is, what a mess, to see if I can mix on these. And also I thought, let's do it on a laptop on battery. So we're just like really like we're in a studio. Why use it? Because here's the thing that I think about when I make these videos. Like I could show you how to use a bunch of outboard gear and stuff, and I can, and that's cool. And for the 0.0001% of you who are actually going to go buy it, it might be helpful, but you're probably not. The vast majority of the people are recording in the box. A lot of you guys are on laptops. So we're just going to throw the baby out with the bathwater. We're going earpods, laptop, on battery. This is dumb. Let's go. Okay, so first things first, I've already mixed this song. This is by a band called Rebuilder, and I did it as I did it pro bono to benefit Black Lives Matter. But what we're gonna do here, and video editor man, feel free to speed up the video part of me deleting all these while I talk. But what we're going to do here is we are going to remove all our plugins in the dumbest way possible. I think I can do this way more efficiently. Let's see. Oh, for what it's worth, I didn't record this, someone else did, so we are just purely mixing here. All right, we set all our faders to 0. Bop, 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 bop. Cool, cool, cool. Come on. Dude, resetting a session is annoying. All right, all the plugins are removed, all the faders are set to 0. I am definitely already regretting this. Let's see, I'll just dictate my experience of what this dumb idea is like to all of you. Oh yeah, and for what it's worth, like all of the routing and panning and stuff like that, I'm not going to completely reset that. That's insane. So we're going to leave like routing is done, panning is done. That's where we're starting. If you guys don't know that, we got other videos for that. So just wanted to let you know that's the deal. First thing I hear right now is that I just need to make this sound good to me. I'm going to use something, and if you guys don't use this, I think this might be the thing that makes this possible. If you haven't tried tonal balance control, it's awesome. It's a really good way to verify like your ear fatigue and your psychoacoustics against just something visual that you can see. It's essentially like a 10-second aggregate like EQ curve of what's going on in your mix. And you just look at it inside of these different parameters. Yeah, it's going to be, I think, a lifesaver here. And I'm going to start mixing backwards entirely. Like I'm not going to try to notch out little frequencies and the guitars and stuff. I'm going to go super big picture and we're going to try to work like super fast. Okay, so we're going to use, and I want intelligent stuff because I don't trust these. So we're going to lean on some things that do some things for us. We're not going to go full like that ozone thing, where like the mastering thing, which is funny. Actually, you know what we might do is maybe we'll put this into master at the end of that. That's what I'll do. So, but we'll do a full mix first and then we'll put it into master, I think, unless the battery dies. All right, I'm gonna go with some settings I just think I like. One thing I wanna do is I wanna gain stage correctly into Mixcentric here, which I'm not doing. So we're gonna go into Goldfoss and we're gonna just pull our output gain down. We wanna land in the green or very close to the green. Some plugins are just fussier about like input signal. So it's always better to be conservative. If you can stay in the greenish area on things, do it. All right, and we're gonna just Crankenstein. That immediately does not sound like how it sounds on my 770s. This is such a weird way to mix. Let's do this. I'm looking at things, I'm hearing things. I'll tell you what, it doesn't, like, the earpods are doing a really good job, and maybe this is a really good point as to why mixing on these is actually really a terrible idea, because if I was looking at tonal balance control on my normal headphones that I use for mixing, and my high end was up here, like, it would be piercing to me. I would totally know. These are clearly a consumer product, just meant to smooth out things and just make them sound good, which is bad for this. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna like, it's kind of lame, but whatever. We're gonna like mix with our eyes a little bit here. Dying to see what this ends up sounding like. We're gonna do soothe before that for this stuff. A lot of the different things that I'm using here, I've got other videos on you can ask me about. So this is really, again, just about working fast. Sorry if I don't explain every little thing, but just try to follow along. Also, it's really hard for me to explain things when nothing sounds like how I think it's going to. All right, we're gonna go rock and roll on these drums. Let's hear this kick. Ooh, this latency is brutal. Not bad. That's a stereo track. Let's duplicate this stereo track and let's blend in a kick sample that I know well, which is again sort of cheating, but we're cheating. I mean, what do you expect, right? This is crazy. Bum, bum, bum. Ooh, my samples. Believe it or not, I'm going to use lesser known mixing engineer, Chris Lord Agalgi. Anybody heard of this guy? No idea. I've never heard of him. He's a lord? He must be really old. Like, he must be from like medieval mixing times. Like, Lord. My name is Chris Lord. No, I'm not trying to start a beef. Like, Chris Lord Alga's mixes are like super good. Okay, we're gonna go hard in the paint. Boom, boom, boom. Link, link, link. We're gonna blend, so this sucker's not gonna be dynamic. I guess I don't have to touch the velocity. We're gonna basically turn it into a one shot. Yep. Here we go. All right, I'm just gonna get the drums sounding good. Oh, I already had a dupe here from the first time I mixed, so I'm gonna use this. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna blend a snare in here. We'll go from the GGD pack. We'll just pick the first one because we're working fast, boys. Oh, by the way, I don't use the mono room. I'm like in a war with mono. Trust me, it's complicated. All right, something sounds out of phase, but we'll deal with that in a second. Yeah, that's not bad. Let's do, I don't know if this, let's make it pretty one-shotty for now. We'll deal with lesser dynamics. And truthfully, let's see if we can get through the whole song. This video might turn into just making like the mix sound good, but maybe we don't have to like mix every little last detail. Just can we make it sound good? Because battery check. Okay, 68%. This was full when I brought this down here. I think that's gonna drop much faster. Okay, that's cool. Let's do some mixing here. More top head, a little less bottom head. These room mics are pretty wild. Okay, that's got a little stereo information going on. You guys ever use VSE Vertigo? It's friggin' good. And they've got a snare preset we can mess with. Snare punch. Oh, wow, it is good, but that's not what I want for this snare. Let's do something else. Speaking of the Lord, let's use his version of the 1176. Again, grabbing presets and seeing what happens. It's okay. Oh, right. I wonder if these, like, if they just do some built-in compression stuff, because immediately none of my compression sounds right. I'm basically mixing from memory here. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to Vertigo because I've used this so much that I know what it sounds like, and I think it's what I want. Yeah, okay, actually I hate that less than I hated the Lord 76 because, yeah, crazy. Something's going on with compression. All right, and then now we gotta get phase going. I don't know if I have time to do a full phase treatment on this video, but we need to at least get our snare top and our trigger to play better. So we're gonna auto align, send that out on 1. Right after trigger, make sure this is after, of course. We're gonna auto align. We're gonna receive this on 1. Right, we're gonna move our thresholds because we know how to use this stuff. If you don't know what this is doing, I got lots of videos on phase and stuff, but just look up. Phase is very important. This is a great way to get this in phase. All right, well, that was easy. So here's what it's like without. It's thinner, and here's with. Man, this is not easy. They say it's part of history. Okay, snare top is sounding a little dry. We're gonna do an effects send here. I usually use Lex plate, but why don't we mix it up as long as I have it installed? Let's use these slate plates. Slate plate. All right, add that. Hey, Bluetooth, that's for my earbuds. All right, and for snare, I like this deal. So we're gonna go up here. We're just gonna start slapping reverb on this stuff. Let's see here, sends, slate plate, what up? And then let's add a bit of this to the drum sample as well. Maybe not quite as much since it's already sort of stereophized. I must have cut stuff out before. We're not gonna worry about that at this given present moment. And we're gonna slate plate. Actually, you know what? That can be 0. The rest can probably be 0. We're gonna slate plate all of this stuff. And then now, I don't really like putting my kick through reverb a lot of times, especially if I'm blending it with a sample. That's why I didn't do the close mics group channel, but I'll do the group channels for my sends for my overheads in my rooms now. Overhead, that's not the right thing. There you are. Overhead, slate plate. Rooms, can you tell it's late? I've been trying to do this video all day and now I'm tired. So you unfortunately have to deal with me. Am I crazy? We're starting to get somewhere? Okay, drums need compression in a big way. I came back to you, API 2500. I abandoned you for years. And let's go. No, actually, I already know what I want to do. We're going to go medium knee. We're going to go loud tone. I want this to be real grabby. This is going to be probably 0.1, not super fast, but pretty darn fast. Auto release, 3-to-1 ratio, no analog, and manual makeup gain. That's going to help our gain staging. They say it's part of history. Ooh, that is compressing. They say it's part of history. You know what I think we're going to do is I think we're going to slow the attack up and let a little bit more snap through. Yeah. All right, that is better. Okay, we're getting close. Bass. It looks pretty good. it's a little bit more dynamic than I want it to. I want like ultra super hold on this. See, now I'm in sends when I want to be in inserts. If you haven't tried Opticom, try Opticom. It's awesome on bass. Dude, Opticom rules. It like brings the mid-range out in a really good way, and it's just like, bump, I'm gonna hold you, but I'm not gonna pump, and I'm opto, but I'm digital, but I'm opto, and I'm awesome. Tonally, I feel pretty good, but hey, who knows? I'm mixing on earbuds. All right, all guitars. Yeah, those sound weird. Let's get in here. We're gonna FabFilter Pro Q3. We are gonna make this big so y'all can see it. And yeah, I'm not hearing that problem, but I'm seeing it. Thanks, earbuds. I don't know. I'm just gonna fix that problem that I can see but not hear. I'm going to say that I don't like the way the guitars sound, but they sound boomy. But I think we just, I mean, case closed. I don't know. I'm using earbuds. I don't know. Let's mess up these keys with a lot of reverb. Plate. Speaking of plates, let's go back to slate plate again, but we'll use a different one. I like the color. It's just too wet. This has the same sort of sonic issue to me in the earbuds that it's funny because you're probably gonna be listening on like a normal system and you'll be like, what is he talking about? But on these, it sounds like, do you know like the Bose curve? Like Sonos does it, where like they just take, I think this is what they're doing. They're just really embellishing like the nice frequencies, like the low end and stuff. But when I'm used to mixing, I'm used to hearing things like way, way more flat. So everything sounds like it has a surplus in that same like nice bass area, but I have no way of knowing if that's true. But because I'm a little worried about it, we're gonna look at it. Right, I was sort of right. I don't want all that sub. And you're just schmegma that we definitely also super don't need. Goodbye, schmegma. I can't help but think that we could brighten these up. We're gonna use the Mog EQ, not Moss, Mog. We're gonna go to the airband. Let's see what we got. That's mental. That should sound, to you or whatever, it probably sounded crazy. On these, they are totally filtering down the super high end. It doesn't sound like it should at all. Sure. Here we go. Let's put that in. They say it's part of history. That should make... All right. I already, this is sort of cheating, but I remember I only used one of the vocals last time. I thought the stacks weren't lining up well. So we've got a lot of harmonies, cool, but we're just gonna really ride this main. Did you see the statues? They say it's part of... Let's go to a different part a little bit. I want them to hear you. All right, and let's also see how I have these bust out. So here's my main vocal bus. We're gonna do a little treatment of vertigo again, because I'm on a vertigo kick. And we're gonna quickly grab, I don't know, probably a preset that says vocal rock compression for a vocal rock song, and hit that. I want them to hear you. Cool, let's do more. I want them to All right, we're gonna axe the background vocals for a second. Now, do I have this installed? I was gonna use the Benson, it's not installed. I was gonna use the Howard Benson plugin. I wanna do something different, something I don't, let's do the Manny Marquin. I don't think I said his last name right. Manny. Do you have, did Waves not make you like your own vocal suite? Oh, Butch is awesome. Let's go Butch. All right. Preset mixing on earbuds. This is fun. Oh, there's the Lord. The Lord has presets in Butch's plugin. Woo. Lead, no, it's background. I assume BV's backing vocals. Oh no, BV is Butch Vig. Yeah, right. Not backing vocals, lead vocals one. Butch Vig, lead vocals one. Okay, cool. Let's see what happens.
I want them to hear you.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I want them to hear you.
A little bit of that is cool. Let's try this.
When you scream their name.
Got it. Warmer distortion, a cooler distortion.
When you scream their name.
One thing I'm not seeing on here that I would have liked to see was some effects. So we're gonna add some cool stuff. If you haven't used this particular effect that I'm about to bring up, highly recommended. My friend Mike told me about this. Now I'm addicted to it. Echo Boy, but it's not. Everybody knows about Echo Boy. It's not that. Goodbye, stupid thing. It's not that, but it's the reverb. Get up there, and it's called Starlight, I think. Yeah. Now we're gonna send the main vocals to Starlight, and this plugin for sure a dab will do ya. All right, let's hear this. It's gonna be insane.
When you scream their names, the city is in distress.
Let's try that. Let's fully YOLO and just alt drag onto the backing vocals, and also add Echo Boy to this. We'll add even more to the backs and just see what we sound like here.
I want them to.
Well, that was obviously too loud. Let's bring the vocals up from 0. All right, cool. And some backing vocals.
I want them to hear you when you scream their names. The city is in distress. The riots and the protests, just like 1968.
I'm just gonna boost the toms. I don't even know if I'm gonna mess with them too much, but just give them some volume. Yeah, our snare trigger is like really dramatic. Okay, we're kind of getting somewhere. We have a lot of effects. I don't know. I don't know. Vocals sound loud right now to me. We'll do a little bit of stereo bus compression. Let's clamp down on this a little bit. What stereo bus compressor? I want to use Vertigo. Let's use Vertigo. I know I'm using it on everything, but you get a calling. Sometimes you feel it. Anybody else think the hi-hats are sounding kind of like sloshy? That's likely coming from the room mics. There's one other thing I know I can do for sure. This is kind of not fair, and I think maybe we should just call this video "Blind Guy Mixes on His Laptop on His Battery." Not blind, not blind. Okay, so that sloshiness I detected somehow on these things, and that's definitely way too bright. Okay, that's gonna work better. Let's check our overheads. You know what else we're gonna do? I just know it needs it. We're gonna go with some really sharp harmonic balancing by using smooth. All right, let's notch that out. I hope this video is of any value or at least entertainment to you, because I really don't know what this is gonna sound like. Soothe will be fine. Let me check. Yeah, it's kind of the same. We're gonna back this one off a little. We're kind of trying to match them around -6 at 20 kilohertz. That harmonic looks super gross. Let's grab that with Soothe. It's about 1K. Yeah, that's you. It should be a little better. Okay, cool. I can basically hear nothing. This is just moving things, and I'm like, yeah, in my mind that makes sense. Sounds the same, but in my mind it makes sense.
The city is in distress. The riots and the protests.
I just need more like general verb on my vocals. We're gonna go, you know what? Butch, the Lord, you're gonna come together on my backing vocal right now. At long last, united. If you load. Wait, did I just load this? Oh boy, it's late. Oh, I'm doing good, guys. Good stuff. All right, we're gonna really hold these.
The city is in distress.
Yep,
The riots and the protests.
that's something.
Riots and the protests. Just like 1968.
Here's a question. Does Butch and the Lord come together on the main vocals too? Maybe. This one, yep. Yeah. I don't know, guys.
Riots and the protests. Just like 1960.
Now I'm like reneging on my drum compression. I think we need a little bit more. Let's bring the attack time actually down. It's sticking out too much.
Riots and the protests. Just like 1968. 92 and 14. It's failure.
Yeah, to me it sounds like the snare is sticking out way too far.
Riots and the protests. Just like 1968. 92.
Okay, you know what? Let's upload it to Master. Let's do it. I don't know. Here we go. This is fun. Rebuilder. Rebuilder earbud mix. Sorry. And let's let that go. How do we do on the battery? Did pretty good on the battery. All right, this is a fast forward part. While this is exporting, I just want to make it perfectly clear. Yes, I'm aware I'm wearing the Rebuilder hoodie, mixing the Rebuilder song. And yes, I know that's like going to the show, wearing the merch of the band that is the show. Totally. It's a nice hoodie. All right, let's create a new album for this. We're gonna call this Rebuilder Earbuds. And cool. Now we're going to drag this in here and let this guy upload. And before you know it, it's gonna be mastered. And then we'll take a listen to it. And listen, no promises, guys. All right, let's listen to this on Old Faithful. I have no idea what we're getting into. It's funny because things kind of looked okay. Like when I know it sounds so stupid, like, but when you record enough, like for so long, like you can kind of see problems as well as hear problems. So it looked okay. I'm not expecting like mind blowing results, but let's just see what we got.
The statues crumble. Yeah, they're kicking out the rebels. They say it's part of history. That should make you more ashamed of that truth. I want them to hear you when you scream their names. The city is in distress. The riots and the
Okay, yeah. There's things I would change for sure. I was right. The snare feels a little out in front, but it doesn't sound that bad. The hats are just still a little bit like, and like the vocals, there's EQ that could be done to bring out like diction and clarity, that sort of thing. So, what am I trying to say? So I guess what I'm trying to say is, yes-ish, you can sort of do it, but I absolutely don't recommend it. But yeah, this is cool. And I'm proud of the AI too, right? We got like a master in just a few minutes, and now this exists and it sounds okay. We did this so fast. Pretty good. Oh, this is awesome. You know what the first comment on the mastering platform would be? Here, I'll show you. This is going to be, so we've got different types of notes here. Like if you click this, you get, I would say something with a capital O. If you click this, you get like time-coded notes and region notes and that sort of thing. This would be a global note. Stop mixing on your new Earpods, dude. And we're just gonna go ahead and submit that. And we're gonna give that a green check mark. We agree. All right, this has been fun. I'm Jay Moss. I usually say, I hope you learned something. You know what? I do hope you learned something. I hope you learned what not to do. And that can be just as important. See you next time. Adios.